Hey, it's Clay Trader, and this will be a video chart on ticker symbol STAF. We will take a look at the 30-minute time frame. Real quick, what do I mean by 30-minute in case maybe you're new to charts? Instead of each one of these candlesticks here representing 1 day's worth of price action, which is what you would normally see, each one represents 30 minutes. So while this here may look like several days worth of time, it's actually today's price action broken down into 30-minute time slices. I like to use this time frame. I think it does a good job of telling the quote-unquote story of the price, and then just makes mapping out levels of support and resistance a bit easier to see. This chart analysis is somewhat tricky because there's a whole lot of perspective that goes into it. What do I mean by that? Well, if you are a day trader and you bought somewhere around there and you wanted to sell within 2 minutes after buying, then yeah, for you the chart looks pretty miserable. Now, if you care about the big picture of things, then yeah, I get it. The price did pull back quite a bit today. But from the big picture, looking at multiple days, the bulls do still have an opportunity to technically build a higher base. And when you have higher bases being built over longer periods of time, that's how those long-term uptrends are constructed. I'm going to be talking about things from a big picture perspective. So if I sound crazy calling something bullish, my guess would be you just had a much different outlook and strategy going into the trade. So as far as this big picture and, putting in these higher overall lows, that's where I want to scrunch up the chart. Actually, let's go to another time frame real quick so you can see where this line is coming from that I'm going to draw. So let's get this into place real quick. Then we'll go back to the 30-minute. So that level right there at 78 cents. Very important level. So we'll go back to the 30-minute mark there. So the reason this is important is, well, I kind of already let the cat out of the bag in terms of that. Let's just say, for example's sake, I'm not saying this will happen, but let's pretend the price heads down here, bounces around, and then heads back up. From the big picture perspective, what would you have? Well, you'd have a set of lows right here. You'd have the previous set of lows down here. If you picture each of these as stair steps, well, hey, you have stair steps now progressing in the upwards direction. And that's what truly strong moves do, right? Over time, they're going to make progress forward. Obviously, a truly strong move is not going to go back to where it was. That would be a contradiction. So you want to see progress forward. And in this case, I'm defining and quantifying the statement progress forward as staying up above 78 cents because that is an important level of resistance, using the daily chart as you saw me do. So 78 cents, very important level. If that level cannot hold, then in my opinion, the must-hold level is down here at 70 cents. Any sort of closes below 70 cents, that literally puts the price right back inside of the range that it just broke out of. So then at that point in time, this would essentially just be a glorified pump and dump. So, 70 cents is definitely, we'll call it the pump and dump level. Because again, like I said, if the price were to close below there and separate to the downside, that's literally putting the price right back inside of this channel and going right back to where it all started after making a very big move up is what a pump and dump is. So we'll see what happens here, but so far so good. The bulls still have an opportunity to build a higher base. We'll see if they can get the job done or not. One of the biggest questions that I get is, hey Clay, how do you find the stocks that you trade? So what I've done is put together a free resource guide where I talk about the tools that I use to locate stocks that I find interesting and think may have potential. So if that sounds like something that could add value to you as a trader, then click on the image that is up on the screen right now and I will email you the guide. The guide itself is very short and to the point, and best part, it's completely free. Thanks for watching the video. Let me know if you have any questions.